there's some disturbing news coming out of New Zealand as well, because it appears that the government is attempting to pass a food bill. Apparently it's already seen its first viewing and it's up for another one next year. And if the second viewing passes, then the bill will basically turn what is a human right to grow food and to share it into a government-authorised privilege that can be summarily revoked. The food bill will make it illegal to distribute food without authorisation, and it defines food in such a way that it includes nutrients, seeds, natural medicines, essential minerals, and drinks including water. So this is basically saying you can't give anything that you grow to anybody. You can't even give your neighbours water. If you do so, you may be subject to prosecution. And by controlling seeds, the bill also takes the power to grow food away from the public and puts it in the hands of seed companies such as Monsanto. And even if you're going to have like a local market stall or, what they call cottage industries, you will need authorization to sell food at any of these sorts of places. You can't just go to a market and sell your food anymore. And this is all, of course, coming back to Codex Alimentarius, folks. Now, this bill isn't in yet, but this is what they are doing in New Zealand. And, folks, New Zealand is a place that basically told America it couldn't bring its nuclear warships there. So in the eyes of activists and in the eyes of most people, New Zealand presents itself as a country that values human rights and values the environment and wants to stand up for the rights of the people. But what we've seen in New Zealand is the introduction of carbon tax along with Australia, and now we are seeing a very, very determined effort to ban the growing of food, to ban the distribution of food, to ban the distribution of seeds, to undermine any efforts the people may be taking to become self-sufficient within their local communities. Homegrown food and some or all seed cannot be even bartered amongst people or given away. And folks, look, just step back and think about this for a minute. This bill has the potential to make it illegal for you to hand your neighbour a tomato or a head of lettuce over the fence. It makes it illegal for you to say, gee, these watermelons that I grew this year are spectacular. Take some of the seeds so you can grow yourself some spectacular watermelons next year. They're making it a crime to do this, folks. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. They would even consider writing legislation like this, let alone enacting it. I mean, in all honesty, you hear things like this and you think this is just not possible. There's no way that the people are going to allow the government, who are simply our employees, to create legislation that makes it illegal to be self-sufficient and makes it illegal for you to feed your neighbours. And it just boggles the mind, and yet there it is. It's right there. You can go to a website called nzfoodsecurity.org and you can check out what they're saying about this bill. And as I said, folks, it's not in yet, but this is what they are attempting to bring in. And you can bet your bottom dollar that if they pull it off in New Zealand, then the methodology they used will be copied and the plan will be extrapolated out around the world.